Before we begin, please remember that Bariatric Paths is a podcast for inspiration and support. The information shared here is based on personal experiences and insights from our guests. It is not medical advice and should not replace consultation with healthcare professionals. Always speak with your doctor, surgeon, or dietitian to determine what's best for your unique journey. Now let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to Bariatric Paths Podcast. I'm your host, Jatoya Arbor, and today we have a great episode lined up for you. So, we've been talking about the different paths of a weight loss journey, and today we have a good one. No surgery, all plant-based. You heard that right. No scalpels, no stitches, just spinach and smoothie. Our guest today is Kimbra, and she decided to go the no-op path and completely transform her life with an all plant-based diet. And let me tell you, this woman is a force of nature. Not only is she crushing her health goals, but she's doing it without a single piece of chicken. Lord, I can't even imagine. Kimbra's going to share how she stays motivated, what's her go-to meals, and how she navigates the world that's full of drive-thrus and bacon. Because that would be me. I would have to have some bacon in the morning. I wonder what she's eating for breakfast. So, speaking of staying motivated, I've been thinking a lot about what keeps us going when it gets really tough. And if a cupcake really is the devil, we're going to explore it all today on Bariatric Paths. Let's jump right in.
Breathe in, breathe out. Let's fuel your journey.
Welcome to today's Fuel Your Journey segment, where we're here to set the tone with a little motivation and a whole lot of heart. So today I want to talk about something that hits close to home for many of us. That moment where your weight and your body meets an impasse and you're forced to choose yourself and take back your health. For a lot of us, this journey started because of an illness. Maybe it was a diagnosis that shook you to your core, a warning from a doctor, high blood pressure, diabetes, or just a simple pain from keeping your body holding yourself up, because it could be a struggle for you. We realized that losing weight wasn't about the physical. It was about saving our lives. But here's the mic drop. Your why doesn't have to stay the same. Your why is the reason that you get up and keep pushing forward. Even on those hardest days, it's the deeper purpose that fuels your commitment to a healthier life. But here's the truth. Finding your why takes work. Yes, illness may have been the reason you started, but it doesn't have to be the reason you continue. And honestly, at a certain point, it may not be. To find your why that truly motivates you, you have to dig deep and get real with yourself. And that can be hard, but so worth it. So, here are some steps to take in order to find your why. Reflect on your life. Take some time to sit quietly and think about what truly matters to you. Is it your health, your family, living longer, feeling more confident? Write down the first things that come to your mind. Then ask yourself why repeatedly. Once you have a reason, ask yourself why that matters. Then ask again and again and again. For example, your reason is to be healthier. Ask yourself why. Maybe it's because you want to be more active with your kids. Why? Because you want to be fully present in their lives and make beautiful memories together. Why? Keep digging deeper until you get to the core of what drives you. Then I want you to visualize your future. Close your eyes and imagine the life you want to live. Picture yourself achieving all of your goals. How do you feel? What are you able to do that you couldn't do before? That vision is powerful because that's your why in action. Lastly, write it down. Putting your why in words makes it real. Write it down and keep it somewhere that you'll see every day. Maybe it's on your phone, bathroom mirror, or if you're adventurous like me, you make it a tattoo. Permanent fixture of your life. As I shared before, my why, my kids and family. So I came up with this beautiful tattoo with all of their birth months wrapped around my arms. And at the base, it's 387, my highest weight. Every day I keep going because of them. And every day I'm reminded why. Your why can grow and change over time, just like you do. And that's okay. Your journey is yours to define. It's okay to outgrow your old reasons and find new ones that inspire you to keep moving forward. What matters is that you stay connected to it and you let it guide your choices and actions every day. Maybe you started this journey because of a health scare, but as you continue, your why might shift to wanting more energy, feeling confident, or living a life full of experiences. Let it evolve. Let you evolve. So, what's your why today? I challenge you to take some time this week to reflect and dig deep. Take the time to fuel your mind, fuel your body, or fuel your journey because you are worthy of every step. Remember, your path is yours and you are not alone. Go out there and crush it. All right. So today I am so excited to introduce a truly inspiring guest. We have here with us Kimberly Owen.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us.
You are very welcome. I'm so glad to be here.
Yes, so let's give you guys a little bit of information about Kimberly. She is a Houston Metro native and a daughter of a preacher. So am I. So we have that in common. And just like me, you grew up in a strict Christian household. So I know that that's something that's probably had a lasting effect on your life and your values and just going through everything. She's also a devoted mother to a 17-year-old son named Xavier, who recently embarked on his own journey in the Army as a computer tech. So, your personal journey hasn't been easy. You faced a lot of lifelong health challenges, including lupus and obesity. At her highest weight, which was 351 pounds, she found herself in the hospital with fluid around her heart, which is clearly a wake up call that changed everything. So, determined to claim her health back and claim her life, she turned to a plant based diet and within 2 months lost 65 pounds, which is incredible. So today at 273 pounds, she feels better than ever, embracing the belief that food is medicine and that it's never too late to make a change. So I can't wait to hear more about this incredible transformation. I'm so interested in the plant diet. So again, thank you so much. And let's go ahead and introduce Kimberly Owens. Welcome to the Bariatric Paths Podcast.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yay.
Thank you. Once again, I am just excited to be here. This is literally my very first, I guess, weight loss interview. Um, so it was definitely very unexpected, but I am the type of person where I like to help others. So whatever magnitude that could be in, I'm definitely grateful for the opportunity. And let me start off by saying that I am 268 today. So I lost.
Every little bit counts.
Yeah, I am 268 today. So I'm proud of my couple of extra pounds. So Yes, ma'am. Got on the scale this morning. So really proud because, um, I'm 50 years old, by the way. I'll be 51 in May. And I've dealt with a whole lifetime of weight issues where, I was a type of person where I wanted to eat what I wanted to eat, and just, you couldn't tell me what I can eat, when I can eat. And that's just how I was for a very long time until um, I had that wake up call, because I have several doctors. I have lupus, and so that is a chronic illness. So right now I have about 5 doctors up to date. And, doctors talk about weight loss and different things, but they don't really talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And so, one day I just woke up with a headache and I said, you know what? It'll go away because for a while I was having lupus headaches. And so I would get a headache every day, same time every day. And so those they stopped for a few years and all of a sudden I started getting these headaches again. And so I said, well, maybe they're lupus headaches. We'll go ahead and just kind of, just brush them off as that. And so they were getting to the point where they were really getting annoying and painful. And so I really tried hard not to go to the ER, but I ended up going. And thank God I did because I didn't know I was literally having a heart attack at that point. The enzymes, as far as my heart rhythm, they had elevated real high. And so if I had not come in at that time, Lord knows what would have happened. So I'm definitely grateful that our body speaks to us when something isn't right. So I'm glad that even with this chronic illness, I try to listen to make sure I know what's going on. So I went to the ER and they ended up admitting me, because of my heart levels. And so I literally could not drink any fluids because the more the fluids, it was like I would drown myself. If you have a large amount of fluid in your system, if they don't hurry and get it, it can drown. And so, my life flashed before my eyes, really. And I've been in this Facebook group under this doctor who had reversed her lupus. And she had been living about 15 years lupus free. And so she went on a totally plant-based diet. And so I said, I never thought I could really do it because when you go from eating fat and grease and all the fatty foods, literally from day one to going vegetables, like that is a big leap. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it really took something like this to happen in order for me to consider it. And so once I got out of the hospital, I really like broccoli, although I don't eat it like I should. So that was the first vegetable I started eating. And what I would do is just stuff myself with broccoli. So I would get full enough that I really can't consume anything else. And water, and then I had like natural lemonade or something like that. So I just began to do that. And next thing you know, the weight just began to drop. It just began to drop. I had to get rid of any type of dairy, absolutely no dairy, no cooked food at all. All like leafy green vegetables, which would be like spinach, kale, broccoli. You can do green cabbage and as well. So really, it's just
And all of this is raw.
all of this is raw. It's not cooked.
Okay. Just going back to where you were saying about you were listening to your body was telling you something was wrong.
Yes.
I find a lot that, especially women, when we're going through the ins and out of being mom and, wife, going around, our body sometimes is screaming to us. And it's kind of like in the back of our minds. We don't necessarily pay attention to what our body is telling us.
Yeah.
Do you feel that this journey kind of made it to where now you as soon as something is wrong or different, like you're more in tune with your body because of your journey?
Yes. And I believe that I pay more attention to my body because my son is older. When he was a baby, a lot of times as mothers, we'll neglect ourselves to make sure our kids are taken care of. So we'll just brush it off. But now that he's older, he's 17. This is his senior year in high school. He's very responsible child. So I, didn't have to worry about him as much so that I could focus on myself, when I get those aches and pains or when I notice something just isn't quite right. And he's a very big help to me as well because with lupus, I have a condition called neuropathy, which makes my legs very heavy. And I don't have full, I would say about maybe 30% of my feet and legs are numb. So it makes me hard to walk at times. So he really assists me a lot in getting the things that I need and just helping around the house and different things like that. So I'm able to focus more now than back then. Thank God, because back then I could really go.
So when you were in the hospital and you knew it was time to make a change with all of your health concerns, and I heard you kind of say you were inspired by the plant diet. Did you ever consider other paths? Because this is bariatric paths, so we have multiple ways that we can lose weight. And so your path is no op, which I completely respect and love. But did you consider other like surgeries, or was that not really an option for you? What made you go on your path?
Well, thought about it years and years ago. And at the time, I was living in Florida, I believe, and I just kind of ran it past the doctor I had at that time, and he shut it down. He shut it. So after he shut it down, I really didn't think any more about it. And then with the lupus, we blood clot really easy. And so when you, in terms of surgery, that's kind of an elective surgery.
Yeah.
As long as it's not life threatening, they don't really suggest that people with,
Yeah.
our condition get surgeries, any type of cosmetic. And so I knew that was kind of an option unless the doctor said, okay, you need to have this surgery in order to save your life. So if he put it that way, then I would have had it. But I knew that there was another way. Years ago I lost, when Slim Fast was popular. This is definitely telling my age, right? When Slim Fast was popular, I lost a lot of weight on Slim Fast. And, you have these different things out there, but you end up gaining the weight. Just saw all those things as fads. You know what I mean? Like, what can I do that's going to keep me on the right track for the rest of my life? You know what I'm saying?
Because
So
it has to be a lifestyle change. Like
it
it
can
has to be part of your
be
normal routine.
right. You can't do it just for losing the weight. You have to do it just to change your life. And I will say too, if I didn't say earlier, I didn't really get on the plant based to lose the weight. I lost the weight by default. You know what I'm saying? So I got on the plant based to get healthy. Went back in the hospital, to get, tests or whatever. My kidneys I was almost pre-diabetic. My kidneys was almost damaged. All of those blood tests reversed just by what I was doing to make myself better. You can't get
And you got the results very quickly.
yes, rapid results, rapid results. So I would advise anybody, no matter what you're trying to do, food is medicine, literally. It's the type of food you eat. And I'm learning that every day. So even now, I'm not particularly, I would say now I'm about 50% on the plant based. I have to be truthful about that, but I'm still losing the weight because if I want something, I eat a small amount. Yeah, I don't overdo it like I did before. My stomach won't even let me overdo it at this point. Okay. So I just, when I'm full, I throw it out because I don't like leftovers. So I find myself wasting a lot of money, but we're going to figure that out. Because if I buy something that I want and I can't even eat half of the serving, I end up throwing the rest out. So,
I'm struggling with that.
yeah.
The little stomach is kind of like a few bites and I'm full, but and I'm not gonna want it when I reheat it.
Right.
And I
But
don't
what's the
wanna waste it.
reward?
So,
You look healthier,
yeah.
feel better, and you're healing yourself. And that's the whole point. I'll lose dollars any day for those results. Yes.
Yeah. When you made the change in the all raw veggie diet, did your family join in with it, or did you find yourself like just doing it solo and they're eating their own thing? How did that go?
They're doing their own thing, but they are really proud of me. and everybody can say, I'm gonna go on this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do and never do it. You know how that goes. It's best to be an example, really, than just to tell people you should do this and you should do that. When you could just be an example and they could see the weight loss, and they can see that you are really changing your life because, I want to watch my son grow, continue to grow. You know what I'm saying? And to be the productive citizen that I raised him to be. I want to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be laid in somewhere or even 6 feet under. I want to be here for it. So as long as God gives me whatever power that I have to make that happen, it's good.
If you're enjoying this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast and leave us a review. Stay connected with us at bariatricpaths.com, where you'll find resources, updates, and details about our upcoming annual conference happening this fall in Atlanta, Georgia. This will be an event designed to celebrate and support every step of your journey. You won't want to miss it. Join the conversation in our Facebook group, Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe. Or follow us on social media at Bariatric Paths for daily inspiration and community support. We'd love to hear from you. Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Way. How did you manage the gatherings when everyone's eating different kind of foods and yours is kind of like a different, or did you have to make sure that you brought food with you since yours is kind of a little bit more strict with the no cooking? How did that work? Especially like when you first started.
I'll just use willpower. And when I'm ready to go out, I'm going to go out. I'm going to eat, but that'll only be like maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. And I won't go out until then, Yeah.
So what kind of mindset did you have to kind of adopt in order to stay true to your journey and your diet with the vegan base? I know you had the health concerns. That was a huge motivation, but like mind wise, like you said, it's a very solo journey, something that, you just have to be determined with yourself. So did you find that you had to change your way in thinking and even approaching food and thinking about like your day and how you're going to do it?
Well, it's just like in anything else. Even being a business owner, you have to tell what's your goal? Like, what is your why? You know what I'm saying? Well, everything is a why. And as long as you can keep that why in the forefront of your mind, then you know that you can keep going. You can keep going until you get to whatever the goal it is that you set for yourself. As a business owner, if I want to make 250,000 a year, that's my why, right? Because I'm tired of broke. So in the weight loss journey, I want to be here. I want to be here for my children. You know what I mean? I'm not ready to make him an orphan. I want to see, and I still, some things that I want to do. I want to do more traveling, different things. I just have so many hopes and dreams that I want to do, and I believe that God can bless me if I show Him that I'm willing to go the extra mile and do what I need to do to make that happen. So it's about really speaking, and God is really the forefront of things that I do anyway. So, I pray, believe God. I'm born and raised in church. You already know. And I keep that in the forefront of my mind too, because a lot of times when I feel like I don't want to continue, I pray and just gives me that push, or that piece that I needed that I didn't have. And then next thing you know, you didn't eat that, whatever it is. Like Valentine's Day, conversation hearts are my favorite candy. I used to order.
That is only you.
So what I did was I got 3 mini boxes to eat this week. And it took me all week to eat it, but I was able to get that out my system. You know what I'm saying? So it's just really keep it in the forefront of what you're trying to do. And your why is very, very, very important. And if your why is not strong enough, you won't succeed. Period.
Yeah. So even just figuring out that why, because like you said, it's bigger than just, oh, I want to lose weight. Right. It's got to go deeper than that, because if not, it's not going to sustain you at all. You're going to
And
Because a couple of pounds will be
sometimes
that.
diet forced on us too. You know, who knows if I'd have been healthy, a fat person, who knows? I could have just still been climbing up to 400 pounds. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But however, what if I'm here today and I want to live a little longer? So, especially when you're dealing with something like heart failure,
Mm.
you could be good one day, bad the next.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful about your salt intake, or how much fluid you're consuming. And there's all these little rules and, regulations
Mhm.
I kind of keep up with. So in addition to everything else that I'm dealing with, you know, it's just really trying to keep up with that because I like to drink, especially sugary juices. But I've learned to
Mhm.
depend on natural juices like natural lemonade and water. That's pretty much what I drink
Mhm.
now. So I really focus on that. But yeah, yeah, it's important.
What was your biggest change to your daily habits that was kinda like, "Ooh, have to work on this one?"
Now I don't exercise like I should. I do. There's this
Mhm.
exercise on YouTube for people that have like arthritis where you can exercise sitting down.
Yeah.
It's okay. You sitting down, but
Yeah.
let me tell you.
You don't have to be jumping up and down for it to hurt. The tiny movements will still give you a burn.
They work those limbs. And, so that's something that I wasn't used to doing. Just exercise in general was something that I wasn't used to doing. I find now it works, especially with my neuropathy, because like I said, with that, sometimes it's like my legs get really stiff and they,
Mhm.
sometimes it's hard to move. But the more that I move 'em, it's kind of like
Mhm.
and so I try to keep the exercise routine, even if I don't do it every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a week, just so I can, keep going. Yeah.
So what's your typical meal?
Well, when I was totally plant-based, I usually have smoothie in the morning, a green smoothie, which it consists of any of the vegetables that I have. So it was 75% vegetables and 25% fruit. So that could be any fruit like mango, pineapple, any of those fruit. And so my son would make smoothies for me, and you would get the 32 ounce. And because I had heart issues on the plan, you're supposed to drink the whole one a day, but I drink a handful a day. And then the rest eat solid foods. So I do that in the morning. Then I can only drink a liter of water a day. So then I have a liter of water a day to get my water in. And then I snack on, it could be like, I usually get like lettuce from the store, just lettuce. And I'll just eat some dry lettuce. I may get a bowl of broccoli and they eat a bowl of broccoli. By then I'm full.
Mhm.
Oh, so, because in the smoothie, like in order to get the protein on that,
I was just about to ask about
oh, really?
protein. Yeah.
Feed is a source of protein. So we added some of
Oh,
that, yep, in the
did
smoothie.
not know that.
Yeah, yeah. And so we add that or whatever. So that's where we get our protein from. So I have that. So I'm good. We're actually supposed to get at least, I believe, half a cup, I believe it is. Um,
Mhm.
But so right now I'm only doing like a tablespoon in my smoothies of the flaxseed. Yeah. And then once I do that, like I said, I'm chomping on broccoli or eating like a bowl of dry salad. And that's my meal for the day.
Mm.
And if I want to add maybe another fruit, I'll get maybe an apple. I like grapes as well. But there, once again, are some fruits that make the diet less effective. So you got to be careful
Mhm.
as well. Yeah.
How did you handle craving?
I didn't get any cravings. 'Cause I'm
Ooh,
so
lucky you.
full. I'm serious. I'm so full just from eating what I was eating. It's like I didn't want to put nothing else in my you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I really stormed out during the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. I
Mhm.
mean, I made between seafood, I made Jamaican oxtails, like I really, you know, um, so if I did get a craving, I got the food that I craved. but I just
Mhm.
eat a lot. Like instead of me eating a pack of oxtails, me and my son split it. And even then, I could only eat
Mhm.
one meaty one and a little thing of rice,
Yeah.
pretty much full. Like when I first started the plant based, I couldn't really do the cravings, but now that I'm less plant based, I
Mhm.
get my cravings in. But I'm just really modest with it.
So how much are you plant-based now? So like 50/50?
50/50, I'm plant based. I still watch what I eat. I don't take it overboard or anything. Other day, I made me some shrimp cakes. Haven't had shrimp cakes in a long time. And I literally can only eat one small one. I took three up, but I can only eat one small, and throwing the other two out. So, it's like that. It's just so much wasted, so much wasted. But yeah, I get it in. Yeah.
Did you face any type of like criticism or skepticism about doing plant-based? Or was it just everyone just really supportive in your decision?
Yeah, everybody's really supportive. One of the groups, of course, I have lupus. So I'm in a lupus group, and it's a lot of Black women, African American women, and I'm really trying to get some of them to try the plant based because it's really made a difference for me.
Mhm.
And after having lupus for over 30 years, if you look at the average person that have lupus, they're in dialysis or they had lost
Yeah.
a kidney or something.
Mhm.
And it's like, look, we don't have to continue to go down. We really don't. There's something that if you would be willing to change your mind and change your heart about what you want for your future, let's do it. But it's hard to convince people. It really is. So that's why I don't really do any more convincing. Just be an example. I'll be an example.
Yeah.
That's all I could be. Yeah.
Mhm. I can't convince you. That's a decision you gotta do for yourself, but
Just you got
hopefully if you see if it works for me, you'll try it.
yeah. 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 Exactly.
Do you find your community is a good support system to kind of keep you motivated and stay accountable? Are you in any plant-based community?
Yes. Now that group is very supportive. Very supportive. And all you see is people with testimonies, and it's miraculous. It really is. And it's really hard to explain to people without sounding, I guess, redundant. But
Yeah.
yeah, that community is really, really, really supportive. Really supportive. And if there's a newbie that come in, they be like going over to the guides or look on the search and it has all the information that you need. Also, the doctor gives Q&As every Wednesday. What people didn't know is some of your vegetables that you're eating, your body can be allergic to. And that's why it's not healing from those vegetables. So I'm just so happy to be in that community because it's really shed some light on my health and not only weight loss. And I just didn't know I would lose weight this fast, though. Like, oh my
Yeah.
goodness. But I guess, if you're going from 3,000 calories a day to less than 1,000, you would lose weight, right? So,
Your
yeah.
body has no choice.
Yes, ma'am. So, yeah, yeah. I'm just proud to be a part.
So how do you feel now compared to when you started? What's the biggest difference you
Clothes. I feel good in my clothes. I can wear some of the clothes I haven't worn. This shirt is one of them that I haven't worn in years. So that part I'm definitely feeling.
Are there any other non-scale victories that you've experienced with your weight loss and your journey?
I would just say that the biggest victory is my mindset. Didn't think I could be here, you know?
Mm,
And having the will to live because we go through life just kind of going through life. And it's like,
yeah.
look, I had fun in my 20s and my 30s and my 40s. I'm not stopping at 50. You know what I'm saying? Not stopping at all, period. So, I had more of a will to live now than I did in the past because you just never thought about it. But now
Yeah.
it's like, okay, what are you willing to do to make that, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited about the future.
What advice would you give someone who may be considering a plant-based journey?
Well, definitely a mind shift. It really, really is. But I would really challenge people to start for at least 30 days and see how you feel. Even if you could just do 80% plant based out of those 30 days, you
Mhm.
will feel better, you will look better, and that weight will peel right off. It really, really will. That's why I'm continuing to lose literally like 2 to 5 pounds every week
Mm.
because of how I started, and the way it's just, and I don't eat at night at all. I don't eat it. I just maybe drink water or maybe have a glass of lemonade, but I don't eat at night at all. So that's a big difference as well. And I'm not eating at night, which is a real big problem for me. So yeah, I would try it. It won't hurt to try it. You know, the way I looked at eating healthy was like, oh, that's the end of my life. I can't really live, if I can't eat the food I want to eat. But you can. You can still eat what you want to eat. You just need to be modest with it. When you full,
Mhm.
put it away. Let it go.
Yeah.
And if you don't get hungry, listen. Another thing is too, wait till your stomach growl.
Yeah.
If
Listen to your body.
and after you eat, your stomach don't growl for the rest of the night, you ain't hungry. Period.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's a way to look at it as well. But because a lot of times, we can't eat healthy because we don't plan our meals. We just grab and go, grab and go. And so a lot of
Yeah,
times
there's no thought process.
that's fast food. We're gonna fry some chicken real quick, or whatever. But if you have the time to plan your meals, then yeah, plan your meals. But if you can't plan your meals, then look for something healthy. Go grab a smoothie from a smoothie king, a green smoothie,
Mhm.
or fix your own or whatever. But you have to make a conscious decision to want to be better. So you have to do better.
Yeah, that was one of the things I did when I first started. I'm a snacker and I like to grab, so I just made sure that I always had good, healthy snacks available so that when I wanted it, at least I knew it was a good option. I still didn't have to put too much like
Yes.
thought process into it, but I knew that like I needed like my little arsony of good stuff for me to eat. So 'cause if not, I was going to get it regardless.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that I had my, crackers or something that was no sugar.
Yeah.
So it wasn't going to be too bad
Right.
against my goals. But I know like you got to plan for that because
You
life
do.
is life in.
That's
So
right.
you
That's
got to
right. You
kind of
can get
accommodate.
busy. Listen, it's so easy to grab something from McDonald's or a quick burger or something like that and eat on the go.
Exactly.
You gonna wear that burger
The convenience.
the next day.
Yeah,
Wear it. What you do
exactly.
today will certainly show up tomorrow. So yes.
So what's next for you on your health journey? Do you have any goals that you want to tackle next or just
Yeah,
keep
well, the
going?
ultimate goal is to get down to at least 230. So with the being at 268 at this point, I only have about what 33, 33 pounds to lose.
Mhm.
I just can't believe I'm saying it. Like that is crazy. Um,
It's so close.
so close. Like I can't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like it's
Yeah.
unbelievable. When I get to 250, I would have lost 100 pounds. 100 pounds. So I'm really, really grateful. But yeah, my goal is to get to 235. Hope to be that size by the time me and my son we're going to do a photo shoot for his senior year.
Mhm.
So we're going to do a photo shoot, and then my family's coming up, giving him a celebration weekend before they ship him off in
Yeah.
June. So we're gonna, reveal our photos because nobody's really seen me, all of me yet. They seen me
Mhm.
pop up or whatever, and I may put a couple pictures. So it's gonna be like the big reveal. So I'm excited for that. And my other goal, as far as my autoimmune diseases, I want to be walking better. Want to be walking better.
Mm.
So my goal is to get a little bit more reflex as far as in my legs, get my legs strengthened a little more because again, my son is leaving me. So a lot of the things that I have to do on my own. Or-
Mm.
so it's to really get my strength back. totally. So yeah, we're gonna keep praying and keep doing what we need to do.
Thank you so much for sharing this. This has been
Problem.
beautiful, very beautiful. Like, I love your story, and it's very much hope. It's never too late. You can always just start. And once you start, just keep going, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Where can people find you if they want to follow your journey or just reach out for advice or get in touch?
Well, my Facebook page, my Facebook accounts, you can find me on Kimbra Owens. That's Kimbra, last name Owens, Owens. And if you ever need any information for your business, I'm your girl.
What's going on with the automation? How does that work?
I help businesses automate their business processes. So we do, depending, any type of business, we automate your website, email marketing, text messages, follow ups and different things so that you wouldn't have to do it. And so we set that up for the businesses so that they can increase their revenue on the front end. We work the back end for it. So they won't have to touch the back end. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what we do.
Nice. All right. So, business owners, reach out to Kimberly. She has you. Thank you so much, Kimberly.
No problem. Thank you so much for having me. I definitely appreciate being here. I had fun with you and I hope to be when I lose the rest of
Oh, yes. Like, we got to check in and see
Yeah.
how it goes. I
Yeah.
need to know what happens once the sun is gone and you are out and about and working the town.
I'll check in this summer.
All right.
And it's time for My Journey, My Business.
All right. It's time for My Journey, My Business, where we share real stories from real people who are owning their path. No judgment, keeping it real. Let's hear from our guest, Kimbra, and hear her share her truth. All right, one last thing before you go. At the end of every episode, we have a segment called My Journey, My Business. And you kind of hit on it a little bit already, but everyone's journey is personal. Everyone has to do what works best for them, even if it's not necessarily by the book or with the status quo of a weight loss journey. So, what is one thing you would like to share that you kind of do that is your journey, your business, and you're going to do it and enjoy it?
Mm, Really, it's just, some people I think will frown upon, especially people that are plant based, will frown upon the fact that I'm not fully plant based. Like I said,
Mm.
50-50. I still, eat the things that I want to eat. So some people will frown upon that. Um, but again, my journey, business, whatever I do it, as long as I get the same results or whatever, then I'll do it. And that's it. That's all.
I love it. Kimbra is owning her journey and making it work for her. And that's what this is all about. So I have another one here submitted by Amber M. And she writes, "Here is my confession. I ate a cupcake. I really, really, really wanted a cupcake. Like, really wanted it. We hear you, Amber. But I also didn't want to mess up my progress or make myself dump while enjoying something sweet. So I ate a little bit at a time. I took a bite one day, then wrapped it up, and put it back. The next day, I had another bite, and so on and so on. By the end of the week, I had my cupcake and enjoyed every piece. No guilt, no shame, just balance. My journey, my business." And that's what I'm talking about. You get to decide what works for you. If that means stretching out a cupcake over 7 days, then so be it. Let there be cake. Just no ice cream on the side. Okay. All right. That is a wrap for today's episode. I hope you're feeling inspired, motivated, and ready to keep pushing forward on your journey. Whether you're starting out, navigating the ups and downs, or thriving in your new lifestyle, we are here to support each and every step of the way. Remember, your path is yours, and you are not alone. Bye. Thank you for tuning into Bariatric Paths. If you found today's episode inspiring or helpful, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who might benefit. Stay connected with us at bariatricpaths.com, where you'll find resources, updates, and all the details about our annual conference happening this fall in Atlanta, Georgia. It's your chance to connect, learn, and celebrate your journey alongside an incredible community. Join the conversation with our Facebook group, Bariatric Paths, Your Journey, Your Tribe, and follow us on all social media at Bariatric Paths for daily support and inspiration. Your journey is unique, and we're here every step of the way. Bariatric Paths, your journey, your way. The views and stories shared on the Bariatric Paths podcast are for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional medical advice. If you have specific health concerns, please consult your healthcare provider. Your journey is unique. Make decisions that are right for you. See you next time.